Hello everyone, so this is my first video on the channel. So today I'm going to share with you a beautiful chess game or a chess miniature, and this game is for beginner level players or intermediate level players. So let's get to the game. So in the game, white opened with c4. It is called the English opening. It can transpose in any other opening like queen's gambit, declined or accepted. So black has many options here. Black can play n f6 or c5. In the game, black played nf6, white played nc3, controlling the e4 square twice. White can now play e4. Here, black played g6. He wants to fianchetto his dark square bishop on bishop g7. White immediately played e4, threatening e5 maybe. Black played d6 to stop e5. White played d4, controlling the center. Bishop g7 was played by black, and black ready to castle. Here white has many options like bishop e3, bishop d3 and f3. In the game, white decided to play aggressively and he played f3. It is called the Semish variation. So f3 is on the board. White's usual plan is to play bishop e3, queen d2 long, followed by long castle, and g4, h4, h5 for an attack. Black played nb d7, bishop e3, developing the queen side bishop. White is following his plan. Black castles here, bishop d3 by white, continuing developing. White is waiting. White is not in a hurry to castle. He can either castle king side or queen side. d6 by black. Black wants to develop the light square bishop on c8, which is usually a bad bishop. So he wants to develop it on either a6 or b7. White developed his last minor piece, that is nge2. The knight didn't have any other square, so nge2. Black replied a5. a5 is to expand on the queen side if white castles, so black wants that he should be attacking first from the queen side. So a5 was played in the game. To a5, white answered with g4. White is not paying attention to the queen side and he is attacking on from the king side. c5 by black. White is not paying attention in the center. h4, black replied h5. The idea of black is that if g captures h5, then black wants to capture with knight capture h5 and he wants to close the king side. So that was black's plan. But white decided to not to capture the pawn, rather he pushed g5, attacking the knight. The knight went to e8 square. If the knight had gone to h7 square, the knight would be out of the game. So an e8. On the surface, it looks like that the king side is closed and white has no way to open it up. But white had already prepared a plan in his mind, and the plan was f4, to push the pawns to f4, f5 and to open up the king side for an attack, to create possibilities for an attack. Black played c cross d4, attacking the bishop. Now this is a critical position of the game. Now it's white to move, and white has two choices. He can either capture with bishop cross d4 or knight cross d4. If bishop cross d4, black can play e5, attacking the bishop. So white played the only best move, that is knight cross d4. Knight cross d4 is a good move because first of all it brings the knight on e2 on a much active square in the center, that is d4 square, and second it clears the queen's diagonal to the h5 square. Black played e5, which is I think is a blunder because the knight can hop into the c6 square, attacking the queen. So after e5, white played nc6, attacking the queen. The queen has only square left, that is queen c7. And now I want you to pause the video and to find the best move for white. It is actually the second critical position in the game, whether to save the knight on e7, which is the obvious move, or to place something else. Congrats if you find the cool move, that is nd5. First of all, the nd5 move is attacking the queen, and if the queen captures the c6 knight, then ne7 check picks up the queen. So this was a tactical blow by white. The black's reply was forced here to move the queen. So the queen went to the b7 square. White has played nce7 check, bringing the knight more closer towards the king. Now king has two squares left, that is king h7 or king h8. If king h8, we will see the similar plan which was played in the game, that is also winning. So in the game, black played king h7. Now that the king has gone to the h7 square, we have to find a way to open up the position and to target the black king. So there is one move which is asking itself to be played, and that move is f5. White wants to open up the position. Black is in a position of zugzwang now. He played rook h8, a desperate move, but it is a big time blunder because it is a forced mate in 3 from here. Please pause the video and try to find the forced mate. If you found the forced mate, you will be proud of yourself. A brilliant move, queen cross h5, bam! It's a brilliant forcing move which leads to mate in 3. Capturing the queen on h5 is forced. Otherwise, if not capturing the queen, if bishop h6, then queen cross h6 is mate in 1. So that's why in the game, black captured the queen, g cross h5. The next move is g6 check. The only move is to capture the pawn with the pawn, f cross g6. And the next move, f cross g6, is a checkmate with a pawn. So how did you like today's game? It was a small game of 20 moves mate. So please comment about it in the comment section below. So in the end, I want to share with you a small chess puzzle. It is white to play and it is forced mate. So please try to find and comment the answer in the comment section below. Till then, I will see you in the next video. I will be sharing with you such interesting games of king hunt and combinational games. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.